My suit is greasy sweet.
I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
Breaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud and clear, Lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Bentley, I don't think anyone can take this seriously. Mostly because they're so overflowed with nostalgia from those first few words that they're having that flashback moment like what happened in Ratatouille. And I am too. Take off 2 cents.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you've gotta loosen up. If we're gonna get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
I imagine Sly woke up in a cold sweat one night, worried Clockwork would come back because, you know, he knows he's immortal. Hence why he's going after the clockwork parts, but, I think we're missing something that we all kind of overlooked as kids. Who scooped out Clockwork's corpse from the Russian volcano where he died, and then brought his corpse to a museum in Cairo to then put on display? Sadly, this is the fate of Clockwork for the rest of the franchise, delegated to being a prop. Oh, hey Tom, how's it going?
Hey.
Are you still stuck on the forge, or did you get on a future version of your old ship?
Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal. For your first time out, you did pretty well.
Dial back the sass, Cooper. And just so you know, there's always room for something to go wrong. Especially something you're not prepared for or don't expect. So don't jinx us, okay? Wait, is this just a museum dedicated to the Fiendish Five? I guess that explains why... What the fuck is that? What is that?
Attention all guards, this is the network administrator. We're installing some new software into the security mainframe, so don't be alarmed if some systems get turned off for a while. Thank you. You're all doing a great job.
Oh, bravo, young Bentley. Spoken like a true poet at Broadway.
Thunderflaw!
Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoropic entrance.
No, Murray, I kept at a safe distance.
And by that, I mean I completely warped my position in space because I am nowhere near where I was when you busted in here.
Another barrier stands before you. Fear not, I shall bend it like the truth.
Well, that was loud. Maybe we'll get away with this after all, after Bentley's stellar performance on the speaker.
I don't get it, Sly. The clockwork part should be here. This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Wait, you were just waiting in there all this time, just hoping we'd show up? Well, at least you're dedicated to your work.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Yeah, to keep the immortal, mechanical, hyper-intelligent master criminal from coming back.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me.
It's strange that the Cooper gang never knew that Clockwork's parts were stolen. You know, until the day after. Because you'd think the corpse of a master criminal being taken from a museum in Cairo would, you know, be all over the news. Or newspapers. Like, if the parts were stolen earlier in the day, then I guess that would make sense of them not knowing that they're gone immediately. But the day after?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts? Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed.
Carmelita, if the parts were stolen yesterday, and we didn't know the parts were stolen until you told us, obviously we didn't take them. Neela's right. You're actually quite obsessive. Even after 2 years, Carmelita, your aim still sucks. Oh, look at that. You fucking missed. Oh, shit. Alright, maybe you're getting better. Which is more distracting? The upper panel that shows a complete, inaccurate representation of what literally just happened, or the fact that Sly has 6 fingers?
Clockwerk. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line?
People seem to think that a Cooper ruined Clockwerk's wedding, based on the dialogue he gives off in the 3rd phase of his fight. And, you know, I can understand that, but I think it's more on the fact that he had to work his entire life to cultivate that talent, while Cooper's were practically gift-wrapped it. And maybe that cost him his wife, or his wedding, or whatever.
Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwerk lived on.
Wait, if Clockwerk was organic around the time of Slight and Common, around the time the Thieves Raccoonus came about, how exactly did he replace his organic parts with metal ones? Or is that like how Sly 4 ended? He just found the broken time machine and rebuilt himself with the metal from that.
2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Klaww gang even realize what they've stolen?
Look, Sly, I get you're worried, but if he hasn't pulled something in 2 years or done any kind of setup, then I'm pretty sure Clockwerk's, you know, gone. Yeah, his body is still there, but he, in his personality, is gone. Or is it like you went to see his parts to make sure he was dead, and you noticed that his eyes were following you? And you heard a heartbeat or something, I don't know.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Klaww gang's local operator, Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes.
And one of the most greatest things to ever happen to this franchise? Let's take us in off for Dimitri!
And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the Clockwerk tail feathers.
And out of all the things he could have walked away with, he walked away with Clockwerk's ass feathers. I don't even want to know how they ended up dividing the parts among themselves.
Fascinating. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the safe house. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
So in Sly 1, we were sealing back pages from the Thieves Raccoonus and learning new moves. What's the functionality of the clues and vaults in this game, aside from getting a thing? Like the last game, it was weaved into the story.
Sly, I need you to hack into Dimitri's communication array so that we'll have access to his database.
How am I supposed to do that?
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Bentley, we've known each other most of our lives. I know to climb shit by jumping and hit the circle button. What, do you think I've forgotten the 2 years since I almost got murdered by a mechanical owl? I'm no engineer, but I'm pretty sure it takes more than pressing 2 buttons back and forth to realign a satellite. Of any kind. My god, look at this car. So squashed. How can anyone in this universe fit into this thing? I mean, really? This is smaller than a smart car. And did a bunch of parcels just explode out of the trunk when I hit it? Did Sly completely destroy a car with a single swipe of his cane? Well, he beheaded a giant robotic owl, so I guess that makes sense. the shit? I thought that was just a visual representation for us, the player. There are actual numbers flying from Dimitri's nightclub array into our own?
To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
You do realize beneath Paris is like sewers, catacombs, and God knows what else. Oh god, am I gonna meet some creatures from the Descent movies in there?
Sly, in order to get past these lasers, you need to crawl under that table.
No, Bentley, I was just thinking about jumping through. Of course I'm going under the damn table. How else am I gonna get by this?
Sneak up behind him and press the triangle button to knock him into the air. Then, the square button to slam and finish him off. Got that?
Wait, how? The average warthog for a male is 130 to 330 pounds. And these guys are way more buff than that. How does a twink like Sly Cooper not only knock them into the air, and then drag them back down for a slam? And they only get heavier from here.
Ingenious. Dimitri's using the clockwork tail feathers as printing plates.
So in Rush Hour 2, the bad guys were after these stamps so that they could print their own legal currency. Basic counterfeiting. But if that's what Dimitri's doing, why does he need the tail feathers? Why not just hook them up to the thing and print money normally? Like, why does he need the tail feathers at all?
Given their rare alloy, they'll never wear out. Unlimited forged money.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, it'd be weird for a nightclub owner to order a machined copy of a printing press stamp with money engraved on it. And did you say metal alloy? This game's not suggesting that clockwork is made out of adamantium, is he? Actually, that would explain a lot. Though that would imply that Sly Cooper can apparently break adamantium with his bare strength. Attention. Please do not blow up generator. If you have to engrave that or, I guess, tape that onto your product, who is buying your generators en masse and, you know, blowing them up? The Mythbusters?
The recon photos are a grim reminder of what the modern thief is up against. Spotlights, stepped-up patrols.
I took no pictures of spotlights or stepped-up patrols. I mean, I found them in the basement under a wine cellar. That's about it. Wait a minute, where'd these photos of the inside of the printing press come from? It's not from where I was. Bentley, did you somehow sneak in, get within inches of the tail feathers, and not take them? What's wrong with you?
I just intercepted an email from Dimitri. He's ordered his guards to ring the boat's bell when the coast is clear.
Coast is clear for what?
Of that I'm uncertain. Ring the bell and follow him without being seen. Then maybe we'll find out what he's hiding.
That boat's awfully small. I imagine Dimitri just got an armchair in there and is just sitting there waiting for the bell to be rung. Why else is he on this boat anyway?
The guards with the flashlights are dangerous, but they're too big for the rooftops.
You know, I was gonna say how Dimitri, you know, takes the most indirect path to get to where he's going, but then again, he probably assumes he's being tailed. So the actual sin is on these tables, and you might be wondering, why? What's wrong with these tables? Notice how Dimitri turns around and does a complete 360? I think these tables are there because they assumed you'd follow him on street level. Like, I guess that's a way you can do it, but why not use the rooftops? You know, the thing Bentley's been jamming in your head every waking moment of the first level? I mean, it's not impossible to follow him on the street, but why risk it? There's guards down below that can practically kill you in 3 hits. So why not just stay on the rooftops? Like anyone with a fucking brain would do.
You won't be able to see what Dimitri is doing from up on that water tower. Go down for a closer view.
Bentley, I can see him just fine. He's not obstructed. I can see him clearly. I can hear him, actually, as if he was right next to me. So, quit your whining. I'm getting to him. I'm following him. Everything's going according to plan.
Call. Stand for. Feel funky. Aha! What?
Good job tailing him, Sly. He had no idea you were watching while he typed in that secret code.
Surprisingly, yeah, he didn't. I was literally right in his ass, and he looked right at me. But I guess being in a nightclub doesn't really give you good eyesight. What? He saw me climb up this light post, and he forgot I went up. And he's just going like nothing happened. Wow, these guys really are idiots. So that's a literal solid gold comb with what I presume is a zirconian or a diamond cut put into it. Who has that much money to just waste it on a gold comb with a gem in it? I don't even think that exists in real life. God, I hope not. Please, no one prove me wrong.
Sly, I managed to outfit this...
Sly? What's going on with your hat? I'm sorry. That's the best Bentley impression I got. But seriously, what the fuck is going on with his hat? All I did was crash dive.
Forged painting with a bug. I need you to sneak into Dimitri's office and swap it with the original.
Nice.
Bentley, while I'm flattered that
So
you finally
you'll be able to
painted me
listen
like
in
one
on
of your
his
French girls,
conversations.
that's still a painting of me. Why would Dimitri have a painting of me? Of Sly Cooper?
The schematic indicates that door is locked from the inside.
Wait, how does a building schematic tell you whether or not a door in said building is locked? It's not the Marauder's map. If anything, it should tell you that the door itself is lockable, not whether it's locked at any given point.
It took some higher level math, but I believe the code to Dimitri's vault is 231. You've gotten the knockout dive move.
Wait, why is that here? I thought we already knew it, hence why we can do the knockout dive, you know, downward. That was literally the first move you could learn in the first game. And did we just forget it? Did Dimitri steal the page from us? This raises so many questions. How exactly do paintings stay upright on a pedestal with no back wall? The other things are all butt paintings, so they at least have an excuse of how they can stay up. This doesn't.
Get someone to check that stinking fountain. It leaks onto my monies. Now I need to make some more.
David Scully does his best Charles Martinet impression. Like that sounds straight up like Luigi.
Lasers, check. Spotlights, check. Thermal motion detector.
Thermal motion detector? Thank God he's not getting that.
You talking about me, my friend? Well, I'm not seeing anyone else here, so you must be talking about me.
You gotta love a Taxi Driver reference. That's worth 1 cent off. But Dimitri saying a Taxi Driver reference, ho, that's worth 5 off. Welcome back to Raw Hell in a Cell. And the Murray picks up a chair and he lobs it at the guy. And he's down. Oh my God, he's going in for the thunderflap. Oh my God, he's out of here. What the fuck? This game is a lot grislier than I remember. We're throwing in living people Sentient beings! You get sucked into a pipe. And see that little entrance right there in that big thing? They're all jammed in there, probably drowning. And now it explodes. They cut out the part where a bunch of dismembered body parts, blood and guts explode out of that tank along with it. God. To anyone who says the Cooper gang doesn't kill, they're a fucking liar.
Please, I led you here.
So that Klaww gang slip was a clue. Why are you helping me out?
I'm not as black and white as Carmelita. I know what a menace those clockwork parts are, and I don't want the likes of the Klaww gang putting them to use.
So what? It takes a thief to catch a thief?
More like we can do more outside the law, you know, taking down Dimitri suddenly and then the cops can just, you know, swoop in.
Something like that. Now, legally, I can't enter Dimitri's nightclub without a warrant. But I happen to have obtained a key to his back door, which a person like yourself can use however he pleases.
Legally, I, a policewoman who could very much work outside the law in my own time, and can do everything you can do, it's just gonna let you do it. Like, I get Neela has ulterior motives, but she could literally do all this herself. Not sure why she wanted to incorporate the Cooper gang anyhow.
Bling and let me shine you.
Huh, that's weird. I wonder why hitting the turntables got the music to change. It sounds familiar. Oh, it's the Greasy Sweet remix! Yeah, I saw this music video on Sly 3.
All the way back here at the safe house. And you were right. The peacock sign had half of its bullets pop off on impact.
How heavy was that disco ball that half of the nightclub's peacock signs moorings just pop off on impact? Is that damn thing made out of adamantium? Or calcium? Fucking granite! This cafe's doorstop is the only place you can see those thief auras and, you know, press against and hide. But why is it here? Dimitri never comes here during the Follow Dimitri mission. And, yeah, why is it here? And as you can see, it's very bad to hide when guards are coming by, because, you know, they can see you.
Okay, Sly. There's the power boxes which route to the printing press area. To take care of them, I'll need you to put a splice clip in those spotlights.
You know, those things look like those things that led back to the aqua pump. You know, that Murray could throw and destroy by throwing shit at. Like, is the only reason Murray's not doing this is because, well, he can't get up to a balcony door that I presume is the only one into the theater that's unlocked. What's with this random spot with suitcases full of cash? Like, you don't get an achievement for this in the HD collection, and you don't need them to get a full completed save file, so why are they here? This isn't the only place we see this, however. You also see it in Rajan's area. Twice.
Check 1, check 2. Solid. Dimitri on the mic with a shout out to all my nightclub samurai. Stand tall and feel beautiful. I hear there's some raccoon dude giving us static. If you all spot his crackerbox, bam! Make him unhappy. Take no prisoners. Go hardcore. Extreme all over his face. Okay, peace out.
You are telling your guards that you want me dead, right? Like, why would you emphasize that they should do something and cover my face? I'm uncomfortable. Moving on now. My dude, I don't know how you got up here or why you're up here. Probably being lazy, I guess. But if you want to watch the telly, then change the damn channel. All you're getting is static. If you're trying to be lazy and goof off and watch TV, then at least do it right.
You're the only guy on the team who can pull this off.
I mean, Sly did rend an adamantium owl limb from limb and pretty much turned him into a pile of scrap. But yeah, Murray's probably the best for this job.
Which valves do I turn to divert water pressure from the plaza? To change the flow of water through a valve, I should press the circle button.
And the answer is all of them. You turn each valve once, you're done.
It's all you.
Let's head out for the repair truck.
Holy shit, Sly fucking vanished. Oh wait, no, that makes sense. He does have the power of invisibility.
Behold the majesty of gravity and inertia.
That was real subtle, Bentley.
So we took out alarm horns, security in the printing press room that was in the theater, and we kicked off some guys who were attacking the truck because they figured it out. Yet somehow no one notices the peacock sign literally tip over and bust open the ground? Yeah, Bentley, that was real subtle. This also begins a weird trend in this game where in each level, something permanently opens in the level. Like here, the nightclub's peacock sign permanently opens the printing press. And you'll see it later with the other missions. Something always permanently opens in the level.
Look, I'm sure the two cats in a bag like us can work something out. Yeah? We smooth. Yeah? Look, see the money. You like the money. You can take all you want. I can...
No deal. You and the rest of the Klaww gang have to be stopped. Clockwerk will never again see the light of day. Just hand over the tail feathers and we can...
What is this with clocks, bro? Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I beam to you? You think you have juice? Don't show me a little mind when talking about such big things. You think you can swing the bat? Show your bling and let me shine you.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Allow me to translate. He has no intention, neither him or his colleagues, well, kind of, to reassemble Clockwerk. I don't even know where you got the inkling that the Klaww gang wanted to reassemble him. If they're using his body parts for various things, why would they want to take that away from each other and reassemble him? It's not like one of those, oh, I reassembled you, so you're my slave or whatever. That never works, because he's a hyper-intelligent owl.
And your suit sucks.
Oh, let's dance!
Apparently, Dimitri is extremely fast and can teleport. Glad he never brought that into the gang during Sly 3. It's not like teleportation wouldn't have been helpful.
Take clockwork feathers and my counterfeit in operation. It's past tense.
I'm doing you a favor. What kind of thief prints money? There's no honor in that.
Well, where's the honor in desecrating a former enemy's corpse and effectively rendering it from existence out of schizophrenic paranoia or what have you?
You... crackerbox!
I think that's racist? I don't know.
My gang and I had done it. The Clockwerk tail feathers were ours.
And apparently they can change size at will. Like they go normal sized, about the size of your body, to, oh, I can just hold them in my hand like they're a fucking quill pen.
Shutting down the nightclub and throwing the...
After taking the time to bolt the peacock sign back to the nightclub itself.
The gang and I headed out of town for a week in Monaco. Bentley wanted to try out his new card counting formula, and I figured the team had earned themselves a well-deserved break.
Bentley saw the movie 21, shrugged, and then walked out of a casino with a shitload of cash.